All right, guys, good morning. Had to take some time off from checking traps just for a little while to change the oil in this thing. I've got a set right over here, hasn't been touched. All right, good morning, guys. So we're at check day 10 here, and it looks like the dirt hole set that I put on this grass waterway here out in this open field with Slim's Best produced. Started to get talkative. All right, guys, so we got that coyote taken care of. It's in the back of the truck. We are going to run the rest of the line, and then we're going to come back and do remakes. All right, guys, so made it back up here after checking the rest of the traps. No catches. When I say the rest of the traps, I mean that the rest of the land traps. I got kind of sidetracked helping a buddy out for several hours today, so I'm going to go in here and remake this set. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get that trap out of there. I'm just going to start fresh. So I'll show you guys what I do. All right. So I got the trap off. I use these, I think they're called Quick Links right here. Don't know if you guys can see that, but I attach my earth anchors to those, and that just closes up like that. So this trap got all dirtied up and has coyote fur and stuff all over it, so that's just scent that they're going to dig at. So I'm going to replace this with a new clean trap. All right, so I threw that trap in one corner of my truck bed. At this point, when I'm going to be handling a new trap, I'm going to need to put my gloves on. All right, guys, got my gloves on. Grab myself new trap, set it, put a bag of polyfill under the pan, just like such. So that'll be ready to go on the ground. I'll undo my quick link on this trap and connect it to the earth anchor. So that's all tightened up. Come back here. I'll grab my rake. So this is going to give this spot quite a bit of really good eye appeal. But the other thing about this is I am feathering the scent that was left here by the coyote out farther. So when it comes to no hard lines, Slim Peterson's theory. That does go for visual stuff just like this. There's a pretty hard line between the bean shaft here that got scraped away by the catch circle and scraped away by me, but I'm going to try and make this big enough that the coyote is going to come into the catch circle, into the area that the bean shaft is scraped away, soon enough that by the time he gets to the trap to go after what I've got in the hole, he's not going to be so weary. All right, get this cleared away just a little bit more. So what you can see I've done here is I've taken everything from the inside of the circle and thrown it out everywhere. So all the scent from the outside of the catch circle is going to be blended by the dirt and everything that I've thrown out from inside this catch circle. So I think I'm going to try to turn this into as much of a trench set as I can. I'm going to grab my knee pad. All right, so I'm going to work on bedding the trap now. I'm forgetting a step. I'm going to drill my hole. Now I'm going to work on bedding my trap. I don't care how long it takes you to get this thing solid. Extremely solid. You don't want the levers to be hindered by what you're pounding in around them, but get it so if something steps in here, this trap, if they step on it, anywhere else other than the pan, should not move. Sifted some dirt over it. Find your pan again. push down on everything around your pan. When they step down in here, I don't want there to be loose dirt for them to just wonder, hey, what's buried here? Okay, so that's fairly solid there. Now I'm going to give everything over the trap and around the trap just a light dusting of this stuff. When I say this stuff, it's just dry dirt. No hard lines. You want to blend everything in. All right. So I'm going to grab some of these dirt clods. Kind of put them strategically as guiding. I'll even take some of these dirt clods and put them back a little bit farther from the trap so they're not wanting to step too far back or anything. So when a coyote comes in here, they'll work the set. The only place that they're going to want to step is down right where I have my trap placed. Just for good measure, I'm going to scrape off some of the top chaff from out here, and I'm going to put that as a backing as well. Just like that. Took my gloves off, and we are going to throw the same thing down the hole that was there to start with. And that would be, I used Slim's Best here, so I'll grab a piece of a beanstalk. Put some of this down the hole again. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to eliminate a lot of the irregular stuff and just make it look nice and gathered. Also get rid of my footprints. This is what we have for the set remake. Sort of a step down dirt hole trench set, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're working with. So sun's going down. Don't have a whole lot more time here yet, but we're gonna get out of here, and we got to go out and check some beaver sets on the river. So the next time you see me, we're gonna be on the boat. All right, guys, so we made it out here on the river with absolutely no time to spare. But that, I like getting to see these lights again. I like the green. I don't know about you guys, but I dig that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys at the next couple sets. All right, guys, made it up here to the first trap I'm checking. Looks like the river dropped a little bit, so I'm gonna reposition these traps so that they're underwater, and we'll get up and rolling. See you at the next one. All right, guys, so made it up here to the next trap set. I had a caster mound stuck here, and I can see the traps gone. And let's see here. Looks like right about there we got something floating. So I'll work on pulling this thing up, and we'll see what we got. Yeah. That's a 35, 40 pounder. Now I'm curious, is it missing toes? It is not missing toes, so it's not the one we missed the other day. Beaver number one for today. Hopefully it's not it, but gotta be careful I'm not putting any weight on my right knee. Had an accident and causes me quite a bit of pain. But there we go. Decent beaver. I'll get a little closer here. Nice flat tail. We got one more trap to check. All right, guys, so made it down here to the next and last trap set I had on the river for beaver. They're TS-85s on caster mounds, and looking here, still set, still underwater. Doesn't look like anything's even come to mess with it, but yep, they will. They definitely will. But standing here, admiring the boat, as well as the catch. Loving that. So good little beaver. But that is the last trap to check for today, and we'll get this thing off the water for the night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tight chains. All right, guys, well, just had a series of unfortunate events just play out. So after I left that last trap set upriver, I had the boat motor in the high trim position because I knew that there was stuff under the water that I didn't want to hit when I was backing out, which is not what happened. I know the river pretty well. I know it always changes that type of stuff, but it's not what happened. So what happened was I had the boat motor in the high trim position, which it's just a mechanical lock on the side of the motor that you can flip up and pull the boat motor up so it's partially out of water but can still get water to circulate to cool the engine. So as I was backing out, I was doing a little bit of leaning on it, and the throttle cable, or not the throttle cable, the throttle handle snapped off. And what happened was when I was pushing down on it, it pulled the throttle cable, and since the motor was in the high trim position, it wasn't locked in, so it could sit here and pivot like this. So when I gave it a whole bunch of throttle on accident, when the handle snapped, the boat motor went vroom like that, and I was like, what is going on here? The throttle ended up sticking, so I had to kill the motor as fast as I could. So got that done, and I was just standing there out in the middle of the river with a boat motor that I thought was done. So I did some working on it. I didn't have any tools in here that I wanted to get out. I've got an emergency kit back here in that's built into the fuel tank that I have for it. But yeah, so that happened. So the next video that I put out is probably going to be me checking land traps tomorrow and then coming back here to work on this thing. So we will jump through those hurdles, and I've got multiple other ways that I can check the river traps, that type of thing. It's just not going to be as convenient. So here in the near future, we're going to be working on the boat motor, because I need that to work. But yeah, so we will get that fixed. What I had to do was pull the cowling off and stand there, which I couldn't use the arm, the tiller arm, to steer, because that affects the throttle cable. But yep, I had to take the cowling off, I had to start the motor, had to put it in gear, and then I had to physically put my hand right here on top of the recoil pull start and steer it down the river like this at night. So I'm back here trying to mess with the motor, and we're going that way, and it just did not work out well. So yeah, definitely need to get that fixed, and probably won't be doing a whole lot more on the boat out here at night. So yeah, but no, thankful we got back, and thankful we caught the beaver. But we'll jump through the hurdles to be able to keep on going, and I'll see you guys in the next video.